We have reaction tonight following the state's $56 million settlement for families who lost loved ones when COVID-19 swept through the Holyoke Soldiers Home, killing more than 80 veterans. It's a story we've been following closely since the pandemic first began. And Western Mass News reporter Briseida Landaverde joins us live now in studio with the very latest. Briseida.
Well, Chris, I spoke to Senator John Velis, who says while he is happy this litigation has been resolved for the families who lost relatives at the home, no dollar amount will ever bring back the veterans.
A $56 million settlement has been reached between the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and victims of the Holyoke Soldiers Home deadly COVID-19 outbreak that claimed the lives of 84 veterans in 2020. Families who will receive a part of the settlement still grieving from the losses.
Like missing him and just knowing that he had to die alone because of the poor decisions made by the administrators up there.
Under the settlement, there are two classes of victims. One class includes the families of veterans who died in the outbreak. This group will receive an average amount of $500,000 and no less than $400,000. The second class includes veterans who contracted the virus and survived. This group will receive an average of $20,000 or a minimum of $10,000. Senator John Velis, who has had ongoing conversations with the impacted families, reacting to the news of the settlement.
No dollar amount is going to bring back the veterans. The family members are always going to be grief-stricken. There's always going to be that anguish. There's going to be that sorrow. That being said, I'm pleased that it's been tentatively resolved, if you will, because I think the longer this endured, the longer the families had to go through with this.
Looking ahead, Senator Velis tells Western Mass News initial phases of construction for a new Holyoke Soldiers Home will begin this summer. The new facility would provide more living space for veterans so that another tragedy does not take place.
So these are going to be single bedrooms. In some instances, you may have two veterans, but the rooms that have two people in them, it's really intended for veterans and a family member.
Now, we also reached out to Attorney General Maura Healey's office, and she says although no amount of money can undo the tragic loss suffered by residents of the Soldiers Home in Holyoke and their families at the start of the pandemic, I'm pleased that this lawsuit has been settled with significant compensation for those who were wronged. Our veterans deserved better, and my office will continue to fight to hold those responsible accountable for their actions. I hope this settlement gives the families some relief and closure. Now, her office continues to pursue an appeal in the criminal case against the former superintendent and former medical director of the home in connection to their roles in the deadly COVID-19 outbreak. For now, live in studio, Briseida Landaverde, Western Mass.